Today's video is sponsored by our good friends at Famous Faces and Funnies, located in Melbourne, Florida. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And our friends at Docking Bay 94, located in Boca Raton, Florida. Check us out on comicsandgames.com. And lastly, Ian's Display Accessories, the best figure stands for iconic Kenner Star Wars, Hasbro G.I. Joe, and modern Black Series and G.I. Joe Classifieds. Welcome to another exciting episode of Codename New 2. Hi, I'm your presenter, Shabu Are You. We haven't done an episode of Masters in the Universe in a while, and well, today we have a reason to. Now, you guys recall I did the recap for the BattleCat action figure, which was part of the initial wave of Masters of the Universe Origins. And you'll see in next week's top 10 best toys of 2020 where I have put BattleCat on my top 10 list. And he is ranked quite high. The articulation is wonderful on that cat, and it's such a big improvement from the initial Bad Cat that we all grew up in love with. Well, today, the 2021 Panthor has been issued. And again, this is a modern update to the 1983-1984 Panthor. The problem with Panthor through the years is his flocking. That he came with that kind of felt type of overcoat or skin or what have you. And through the years, the glue sometimes wear off, and that fuzzy feeling, tends to disappear after a while. So there are YouTube videos on how you could reflock Panthor. It's not something I highly recommend watching. Now again, the 2021 doesn't have that. And we'll look into this figure more in detail. But again, I love it seems like the 80s was the year of the cat. We had Thundercats, Ravage from Transformers. I mean, so many iconic cat-related things were featured in all the franchises across the 80s. So that's what's going to be interesting to see. And I am shocked that, that I was able to find this. And the thing is, it was during my quest in finding the Target exclusive Vipers and the Firefly action figures. So this is a good consolation prize, And if you do see it, pick it up, But the one good thing I have to say is Mattel has done a far superior job than Hasbro has in keeping the stealth. Look, speaking of dangerous cats, little Nuri has jumped up and joined us. But like I was saying, Mattel has done a great job in stocking shelves and making sure there's merchandise for everyone. So this way, kids from this generation, this era, can discover the wonders and joys from the Masters of the Universe line. Unfortunately, with G.I. Joe and Transformers, they're here and gone. If not taken by adult collectors or scalpers, they're never there on the shelf, so kids can't discover them like we did and have this whole new world open to them. And I feel that is a travesty. But again, Mattel has done such a great job, and it all started with that Jurassic Park Legacy line from 2019, which I gave as my best action figures for 2019. I think that Jurassic Park Legacy collection was by far the best, and it was just a simple thing, simple, no bells and whistles, no apps and stuff, and what Hasbro has done with Star Wars, all this bullshit, gadgets and gizmos. No, you give a kid a simple toy, they're going to enjoy it. You don't need to add all these bells and whistles. And pretty much that's the same with this Panthor. It's not complex, there's no magic into it. It's just a nice, simple action figure that kids of young and old will enjoy for many years to come. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at Panthor. Both BattleCat and Panthor came from the 1972 to 86 Big Jim line. The tire came out, I believe, around 1977. The tiger was featured in a little package called On the Tiger Trail. You gotta remember this was the mid to late 70s, and tiger hunting bans had not taken into full effect. I just wanted to give these 1983 big cats one more deserving moment of spotlight. As I said in the BattleCat episode, despite no articulation, these cats were adored and treasured by 80s kids. Along with my India DNA, these cats are a big reason why I have 2 cats in my home today. So now let's look at the box art for Panthor. As you can see, the 2021 box art is paying homage to the 1983 box art. I think the edge still goes to the 83 one, because it looks more like an oil painting in a museum, but this is pretty damn good. And here we're looking at the new 2021 figures that are being released. We see Battle Armored He-Man, Stridor, Merman, and I have She-Ra, which we'll feature later. But look at this back art, and compare that with BattleCat. I think Mattel, again, is hitting a home run with this line, like they did with the Jurassic Park line. It's just wonderfully done. And just if you didn't see the BattleCat episode, that's the box art. And here we go with the Craftsman blade. So let's crack this puppy open. I should say Kitty. Now, in the Filmation animated series, Panthor was actually not an equal to BattleCat. BattleCat was far superior. Like, he actually was a bully to Cringer. And I guess in that sense, he was the second toughest cat in the neighborhood. No, so basically, again, there's no surprise. This is basically BattleCat sculpt redone in a different color. But here's the thing, that regardless of that aspect, it's a good figure because it's still astonishing and breathtaking. So even though you expect it, it's still breathtaking. And there's little Tort making his guest appearance in a video. But again, like, look at the sculpt and even the colors, the deepness of the purple, and with the tongue, the red, and the yellow eyes. I think that's phenomenal. And here we're going to do the articulation again, same as BattleCat, elbow joint, knee joint. Again, all of this stuff we didn't have with the 1983 BattleCat. So the posability you could do, even the tail moves. I mean, this is such a great sculpt. And again, toys don't have to be filled with gadgets and gizmos to kids enjoy this. You could put this in front of today's kids and they'll have a shitload of fun with it. I mean, it's very easy to capture the imagination of a child by just keeping things simple. And now we have the 2 modern big cats facing off once again. And again, I also like the white of their fangs, like, their canine jaw teeth is just... See, these are the little details that I like to look at. And then side by side with the 1983 Panthor, yeah, but still the 83 is very sentimental and it still holds up. I mean, it may be what it is. It may be, in the background as far as... And there we have the ultimate standoff, modern versus vintage. And yeah, look at the saddle. You could see, like, this one's a bit of a lighter green than the one from the 83. And of course, the backdrop between the big castles, Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull. It's just... Now, I put the original He-Man and Skeletor. I just thought that I wanted to do that. Yeah, you could put Origins characters on it, but for me, I'm going to stick with my vintage classic guys. And you see paw swiping at each other. See, this is the stuff you could do with this modern figure. Anyway, that's my showcase of Panthor. Another great addition to this already stellar Masters of the Universe Origins lines. So highly recommended, especially if you already have BattleCat. So don't miss this opportunity. I give it 2 thumbs up. Anyway, this is Shabu RU, signing off.